change has a reason. Baby, let it come to you. Every soul, every season lives outside of status quo. If we stop.
Hey everybody, it's Mickey, and in today's video we are getting back into our routine after doing some end of summer trips. I'm sharing where I've been, an awesome recipe, my meal plan for the week, and a grocery haul. So if you are new here, I hope you'll take a minute to subscribe. I put out new videos every week about all things home. We hit the road out of Virginia, heading all the way to Indianapolis, Indiana to visit some of my most favorite people, and back east to South Jersey to celebrate a family upcoming wedding. Indianapolis is an awesome city. While we were there, we spent a lot of time walking around downtown, ate some great meals, and visited one of the most beautiful libraries I have ever been in. We walked along the canal that runs down the middle of the city, visited a bunch of museums, and pretty much ate our way through town. One of our favorite food stops was the Cake Bake Shop here in Indy. I have never been in a bakery quite like this in my life. Their cakes, bars, and cookies were out of this world, and the shop was just your fairy godmother dream come true. This bakery has been listed a couple of times as one of Oprah's favorite things, and I can really see why. We brought home a couple different cakes to try. They were just so delicious, and not only were these cakes beautiful, but the packaging was as well. We spent a lot of time walking along the canal, eating gelato, and just looking at all the people. They had these adorable swan-shaped paddle boats along with gondolas. If you've never visited Indianapolis before, I really encourage you to go. It is a beautiful city with great restaurants and so many fun things to do. We also headed out to South Jersey to celebrate the bridal shower of my nephew and his fiancée. If you guys remember, I created the wishing well for the shower. It's been a long time since I've been to Jersey, and all I'm going to say is that I may or may not have eaten more than one cheesesteak on this trip. It was such a great day. I wanted to share with you my dress that I wore to the shower. Of course, I found it at Ann Taylor. You know, I would really love to find some other stores that have petite clothing. So if you guys have any suggestions, leave them down below in the comments. I think I might need to expand my horizons a little bit. One of the first things that I always do when I come home from a trip is to get a big old grocery haul and meal plan my week. I really look forward to coming home and starting to cook our meals again after eating in restaurants for an extended period of time. It's easier on the stomach and the budget. This trip, I ended up placing a big order with Walmart to pick up the next day. I just was not up to walking around the aisles of the grocery store. I got a bunch of good stuff to fill up my empty cupboard, so let me show you what I picked up. So today I picked up some honey wheat and pumpernickel bread for sandwiches for lunch and toast in the morning. Some of my favorite strawberry preserves. I got a half gallon of milk and some crescent rolls. In the back here, I got us a bag of regular potato chips and some tortilla chips. I picked up a couple of cans of beef broth. I also got us some Cheez-Its and Ritz crackers. I picked up a couple of bags of frozen veggies. I got mixed vegetables and some broccoli. I got a big old bag of white rice and a couple of bags of milk chocolate chips for cookies. For fruit this week, I just picked up some berries. I got some strawberries and some blueberries. I also picked up green bell peppers, red bell peppers, and zucchini. They're like my favorite combo. I also picked up some russet potatoes. I have been wishing for mashed potatoes all week. I picked up a couple pounds of ground bison and a big package of chicken breast. I have some recipes I want to make this week with chicken. I got a small bag of shredded Parmesan cheese and a half dozen containers of vanilla Greek yogurt. If you grew up in the Jersey area, then you know the joy of a Fluffernutter sandwich. I also got some salsa and sour cream. I picked up a package of white mushrooms and a package of baby spinach. And the last thing I picked up today was Dawn Power Wash. Not sure how I ever did dishes without this stuff before. I use this for dishes, for stains in laundry, and it really is great to scrub the sides of your sneakers. So that's everything that I picked up at Walmart today. I'm going to take a little time, put this all away, and then we will meet back in the kitchen because I have an awesome new recipe for you. So I got this recipe from my cousin on a recent trip back home. She made it for us while we were there, and it was just so delicious. She called it melt in your mouth chicken and said that she found it on TikTok. She followed the recipe pretty closely, but she had added more seasonings to give it a little bit of a kick. So you're going to need some boneless chicken breasts sliced in half lengthwise. You'll also need a prepared 9x13 casserole dish, a bag of shredded Parmesan cheese, mayo, garlic, salt and pepper, and then she also added a bunch of garlic powder, parsley, a little bit of paprika, and crushed red pepper flakes. I'm going to be serving my chicken with mashed potatoes and broccoli. I have been wishing for mashed potatoes for weeks now, so I wanted to get all the potatoes chopped up and in some cold water. I went ahead and cut my chicken in half lengthwise. I'm always worried about, cross-contamination, so I buy these little chopping mats at the Dollar Tree. They're very thin. I use them probably about a dozen times to cut raw meat on. I scrub them up, stick them in the dishwasher, and then after several uses, I throw them away. So I have my chicken in my 9x13 pan and I am seasoning it really well with salt and pepper, garlic powder, paprika, and parsley. My mom always told me when I was a young cook to never be afraid to season your food. Adding flavor makes all the difference. I really don't have the exact measurements for this recipe, but you're going to start with several tablespoons of mayo in a small bowl. To that, you are going to add salt and pepper, a big tablespoon of minced garlic, and some red pepper flakes. Also, a small bag of shredded Parmesan cheese. You can kind of eyeball it a little bit. You want this to be in a spreadable consistency, so if you need to add a little bit more of something, no worries. Once everything is mixed together, you're going to spread this mixture on top of your chicken. Be generous and use the whole bowl. This sauce is really yummy, and you're going to want to put it on top of your potatoes when you serve it up. Cook in a 400-degree oven for about 50 minutes or so, or until your chicken comes up to temperature. I started out cooking with the dish covered in foil, but about 10 or 15 minutes before it was done, I took the foil off so that the cheese could brown a little bit. As I said, I served mine with some mashed potatoes and broccoli. I cannot tell you how good this recipe is. My husband really loved it, and I know it's going to go into our monthly rotation. I think this would also be really good over rice or orzo pasta, and I know that my cousin has served this for a crowd. After a lot of traveling, I am so glad to be home and eating home-cooked meals. This is what we had on Monday for dinner. On Tuesday, I made a big pot of tomato sauce and we had it with cheese raviolis, a big garden salad, and garlic bread. Wednesday, I made pork tenderloin with roasted sweet potatoes, which is one of my favorite side dishes ever. I also had some applesauce and my Italian green beans. Thursday, I made barbecue chicken sandwiches with coleslaw, pasta salad, and potato chips. On Friday, I didn't want to call takeout, so I just made homemade boboli pizzas with mushrooms, green peppers, and pepperoni. So that's everything that I planned on making for dinner this week. I hope you enjoyed today's summer travel food video. Starting next week, we are jumping full speed into fall with fall decorating, fall food, freezer meals, organizing, all those wonderful things that make fall the best. Join our communities over on Facebook and Instagram at My Bashful Life, and be sure to subscribe. You don't want to miss a thing. So until I see you in that next video, I hope that you love the life that you have, be kind to each other, stay safe, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.